welcome to Conversations with Malik podcast, coming to you from Long Island, New York. I'm glad to have you and thank you all who are listening and watching this show.
Right.
This podcast is about the stories of transformation of regular people during the basic struggle and pain of life.
That's right.
Everyone has a testimony. We all have survived the darkness. Now let's talk about how we got to the light so we can help our brothers and sisters who still haven't overcome their demons. But guess what?
Talk to me, my brother.
We all have devils on different levels. So through conversations, we use the tools of insight to light the path for hope.
Right.
Let's have a chat and stop running from our issues. If we live through it, then talking about it probably won't kill us. And that's what we're doing here, man. We're talking, we're crying, we're laughing, we're joking, but we're looking inward so we can grow outward is the theme of the show.
That's right.
The caterpillar transforming into the butterfly is the goal and purpose of this podcast. When you talk about you, I learn about me. Iron sharpens iron.
Steel sharpens steel.
So we could cut through the fog of despair into the hope of today. And listen, welcome to Conversations with Malik. And before we start today's show, please don't forget to follow us at convoswithmalik.com, convoswithmalik.com.
Instagram, Con W Malik.
I'm here with my co-host with the most, Jeff Jones. How you
Yes,
doing?
sir. Another beautiful day, man. Hearts beating.
We also on people. We need y'all to give us reviews.
Yes, sir.
Because the reviews place us in a position where they'll see that we're getting reviews.
That's right. That's
and then
right.
they'll like put us higher on the podcast list. So black people, as you're eating your chopped cheese from the corner deli store,
And you following the show.
or your beef patty with Swiss,
And you following the show.
or your crown fried chicken,
And you following the show.
please just, we need y'all to do those things. The YouTube page is starting to pop. And thank you everybody who's been watching on YouTube. I want to shout out Justin Mars, social media manager.
That's right.
Kareem the Dream, Raheem, who does an excellent job with audio engineering.
That's right.
Putting up the shows and everybody from Dawn Michelle who sends us guests, Yvonne Diva Daz,
Wendell Master Plan.
Wendell, cameraman with the master plan, shout out to one of our co-hosts, Mona Tish. How you doing, Mona?
Yes, sir.
And just everybody who makes what we do up here possible.
Right.
And listen, so we're here another day. The summer hopefully will start to get summer weather.
Yeah, well, the summer's going to start. I think, next week? Is the first day?
What is it? I mean, is it gonna
The
start?
thing about it is we had a good winter. We had a real good winter, man.
We did.
We barely had snow, so I guess it's kind of setting back and it's kind of hitting us at different angles during the summertime.
Yeah, it's
But
just
we get
gonna
a
go
little
from
cold.
70 to 98.
Yeah, we get the little
Quick,
cold
real quick,
pockets.
because my theory is because we didn't really get any snow, so it's gonna be hot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like hot during the summer.
Mhm.
That's my fault.
That's fine.
Um,
It's just gonna get real hot real quick.
yeah. So that's my theory.
Yeah.
Well, the guy talking actually is Legacy by Jeff Wells. Jeff Wells, how you doing, my brother?
Good to be here. Good to be here.
He makes custom suits.
Yep.
Black entrepreneur.
Doing
Yeah.
custom suits too.
Mean. What was I looking mean at New Year's Eve?
Sir.
That's what's up, man.
And he's a suit guy.
Yeah.
So-
Don't worry, we gonna hook you up. We
Love
gonna
suits,
hook
man.
you up.
And I'll be honest with you, I've never had something custom before. This will be my first
See?
one.
Okay.
All right. So
He got the books and all that. You
Yeah,
should
I
see
got-
the case he got over
I
there.
can't wait to see it, man.
I got it all together. So we set up an appointment. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do some suit talk, after this. And so listen, Jeff, I want you to tell the audience and tell everybody what is it that you do.
All right. So for the most part, I am an entrepreneur, right? So my main business is custom suits. So I'm a menswear consultant. That's my title. How it works is I take appointments. I go to your office. I go to your home, measure you up. You pick the fabric, pick the lining, different styling you want, different cuts, whether you want peak lapels or notch lapels, different bells and whistles like that. We order it. It comes in. If we need to, do a little nip and tuck here and there, and then besides that, you're good to go. So that's pretty much the process.
I noticed when you did the suit with me, you came back a second time. What was the purpose of that?
Came back a second time.
Yeah, you came once, you
Yeah.
measured me.
Yeah.
Then you came back again, and then I was like, yo, this guy's really thorough. Because he came back again. You came one night, we did something else,
Yeah.
and then you left, and then the next time is when I got my suit.
Mm.
You remember you
Oh,
came back?
yeah,
You came
yeah.
back for some reason.
Did I have the garment?
Oh,
Did I have
you brought it so I could try it on.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
Oh, okay. So,
That's why I came back to the house.
so you come in,
Yeah.
you actually provided all, with this thing here, you provided all the material and everything.
Yeah. So I'll show you I'll bring out the swatch books and everything. But what he's referring to is basically, we had a conversation offline about, starting a business, and I'd love to always make a point that there's a difference between your business and your hustle. You know what I mean? So, and the reason I'm gonna tell you the difference, right? So the business is, so when I brought the suit back to him the first time, look, I don't know if he lost weight. I don't know if I measured wrong. When I put it on him, it didn't look right. It didn't, because I saw his face. He was like, "Look, Jeff, I said, don't worry, just give me the suits, right?"
Yeah.
So I took the suits. Mind you, this is a different ticket. Like, do you mind if I tell them how much the suits cost?
Yeah.
Okay, so my suits started at the time started at $6.99.
Okay.
Right, so it's a different price ticket. You know what I mean? So it also costs me more as a business owner, more than the average ticket. I'm not selling, mugs, for example. I'm not selling mugs. I'm selling custom suits. Right. So, I took it to a tailor to get. So I pinned them up and chalked it, and I said, okay, I'll see what I can do. So I took it to a tailor, and I looked at the suits, and I was like, nah, I couldn't do it. Like, he didn't even see the alteration. So that cost me about $200-300 just to do alterations. Just to do alterations, because everything that he needed. But I looked at it, I was like, nah, I can't take these suits back to this man. So he didn't even see those suits. So I just reordered new suits.
Oh, so would you say
He went on his way.
I'm sure things like that happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
doing custom designs that specifically fit someone,
Yeah.
where they, in the midst of you designing it and getting it created for that customer, their weight will probably fluctuate.
Yeah, but sometimes it could be, I don't know. And at the same time, as a custom clothier, you have to basically make something that's in someone's mind. They have an idea of how they want to look. And they may have looked at an award show and seen a guy, oh, it's cut like that. I want it to look like that, and then it's just so, it's tough.
Yeah, because you have to put into reality what someone else envisioned, but they want you to do it.
Yeah,
and you have to try to figure out what it is that they're thinking.
Yeah.
But, this is an interesting question too. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you look at those folks in the award shows, they could be built differently. So what happens in a case like that if they built differently and they like the way it looked on the person?
That's a good point.
Bro,
How would they even?
It ain't gonna fit
It
you like
happens
that.
all the time, bro. It happens all the
Right.
time. I'll somebody's wife. They'll bring me a picture and they'll be like, "Oh, I want the suit to look like this," and the guy's built like a bag of. Never mind. He's a bigger guy. He's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit exactly the same.
like that.
You know what I mean?
Because you're not
Because that's the
shaped like
model.
that.
That's a model on your Instagram. It's not gonna fit the
Yeah,
same.
you don't exercise.
Right.
Right.
But if we can eliminate some of those flaws as far as the shape of the body is concerned, we can do that. But it's gonna fit different. It's
Right,
gonna fit
and
different,
isn't that the job of the tailor to make you look better than you actually look?
Definitely. So, but then that's where consulting comes in. So you have to also be a consultant and like guide the person through and let them know, hey, this is, and educate them a little bit.
I was thinking a little technical than I thought.
Yeah, it's very technical.
Yeah.
So, what was your initial?
There's people paying $700 to $1,000 on one piece of garbage, so you have to, come through.
Yeah. So, what was your initial spark when it came to being an entrepreneur? Did you obviously was this your first step out into entrepreneurism, or you had other things that you did before this?
I had hustles here and there.
Okay.
And, you know, I worked for a guy named Gene Alert at ACA Branding. So I did, I was a little entrepreneur for a little bit doing branding for businesses, small to medium-sized businesses.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I had jobs, and then, I don't like.
But that can be a hustle.
I don't. What job?
Yeah, like hustle.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't control your paper.
Right.
You can't. You got to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to be told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And people think it's job security in that, but it's not, because I don't know. Men's Warehouse stock just went to like $6 after they bought Joseph A. Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be letting people go soon. Mm-hmm. It's like Sears. The manager could have a bad day one day and just say you're fired.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not as if they don't need you anymore, then you're done.
Yeah, even the unionized jobs are a little bit more safer, but I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or even especially like regular retail, or you can be a teacher. The school shuts down for whatever reason, and you're done.
Yeah.
Right. So, what sparked you to get into suits? You always like to dress?
Well, yeah, being from Georgia, I went to church like every Sunday.
Gotcha.
And Wednesday.
Right.
And Thursday, maybe for choir rehearsal or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But I always dressed up. My mother always made sure I dressed up. But then especially when I moved to New York, I was looking for jobs, and so I was researching the best way to look in the interview. Whether it's definitely if you're conservative, dark suit, then I started finding like little nuances here and there where I can get noticed. Instead I might wear like a burgundy tie with a dark suit. So what that is everybody else has on dark ties. You have a little bit of a lighter tie, but it's not too overbearing. So you got to get noticed a little bit more, and the person's gonna remember you. Mm-hmm. If you could picture like a dark blue suit with a burgundy tie, it kind of sticks with you.
Right.
So little nuances like that. So, and then I got good at it. People started asking me how do you put in these combinations together? And then so after a while, I started charging people. So then I became a consultant. So
charge for information.
Information, yeah.
Right. And so, how do you put this together? And you started realizing, man, I need to make a business out of this. Mm-hmm. So then okay, you had the idea, okay, I need to make a business out of this. Mm-hmm. So then where did you go from there?
I basically, social media, people I knew who wore suits, and then I started learning how to do alterations. So then I did alterations, then I started working retail at like Portobello.
Okay.
Yeah, Portobello, Mm-hmm. So there you get a suit for like $100, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I started working there, started learning how to, cut and sew and sell suits and things like that.
Oh, so you know how to cut and sew?
Yeah, but that's not, I don't do it like for my business.
Right.
Because I don't have time to be hunched over a machine.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So you have to outsource it, or,
mm-hmm.
Have someone that you can trust and is good. So I got my African brother, doing for a lot of...
Yeah, they're pretty good at that stuff too.
Yeah, they have whole, he told me he had like a team of when he was back home, he had like a team of, or a crew. It was a crew of designers and, so I was like, all right, cool. And his dad was a tailor, his dad was a tailor. So
nasty.
Yeah.
Because my dad actually is a professional tailor.
Nice.
He's, he rather wear nothing that he likes to wear because he really can't afford it. He's really big on material and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He never custom made a suit, but he's pretty good with taking measurements and sewing and stuff.
Yeah.
He's the man that's like the Africans.
Yep.
And he'll do it so professionally. Sometimes he could just look at you without even measuring you, and you know exactly how to cut it.
Yep.
Your size just by looking at you. So that's a hard job.
Yeah, that's an art.
Yeah, it is art.
So did you stop? So did you have a job at the time this is kicking off, or you just went all into the business?
No, I definitely had a job.
Okay.
Yeah, that's scary. But, I learned to, because, as far as entrepreneurship, it took me years to get out of the 9-to-5 mindset. Why? Because I was just taught that. My mother was like, and that's the way she, not not trying to say nothing bad about her, because she raised me the best way she knew how, and it was like, yo, go to school, get a good education, so you can get a good job.
So what was
and that was it?
What was the biggest transition for you to leave the 9-to-5 world and come and just go into straight being an entrepreneur?
What
was the biggest hurdle for you? Was it like self-doubt?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just it is self-doubt. It's like, yo, am I good enough? Can I sell good enough?
Yeah.
So I started, really researching how to sell and what's the best effective way. Because as an entrepreneur, the first thing you are, in my opinion, is a salesman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you, because if you don't make no money, you can have all the websites, you can have the business cards, you can have the Instagram popping. If you're not making money, you're playing business.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? So, so that was one of the things I had to learn how to do. And then I remember watching the Breakfast Club interview with Dame Dash, and he was, because I hear his heart. I hear him talk. Like a lot of people, he turn people off, but I hear what I hear his heart. You know what I mean? And because that's where I come from, like especially down south, they'll tell you like it'll be harsh, but you gotta hear what they're really trying to say. And when he was like, yo, the person who is your boss is like your daddy. I was like, oh, that hurt. Like, but it's because they control. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much control. They tell you to jump, you gotta jump. They tell you to, when to come in, when to leave, and that's it.
Yeah, and my only thing with Dame Dash is, I remember my father. My father said to me, he said, Malik, it's not what you say,
It's how you say it.
Right, and I have some employees that I don't know where my business would be without them. I mean, I just don't know where I would be.
Yeah.
You know some of them.
Yeah.
They're terrific people.
Right.
And so I know some people who made nice livings for themselves that retired at 50, 55.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship
is not for everybody, of course.
And I'm just saying, yes, and I get what Dame Dash is saying.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just that my only thing is everybody is who they are.
Yeah.
And you can be a business person and work for somebody because you're offering a service for compensation. To me, it's how you look at it.
That's true.
Now, am I wired to ask somebody, can I have off next Friday and wait for the decision for them to say yes or no? I just happen not to be wired like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean if you have to do that there's something wrong with it.
That's true.
Because if you're a good employee, you're going to get the day off.
Yeah.
So, it's just, just that.
I agree with that. But there are some things about Dame Dash that I do like. I like the fact that he is willing to, open channels for his employees and kind of embed in their heads that it's important to be your own powerhouse.
Yeah.
He's even willing to give them stake in the business,
which is dope.
Yeah.
Based upon their performances.
Yes,
and treat employees not just like for a wage, but more than some. That I agree, but because like you said, it's not
what you say is
how you say it.
Yeah.
Because some people, like you said, it's not really cut from that.
And it's where you come from. So you continue to grow. Now I remember I got put on from your customer service. I got put on to you from Star. Cole, you know him as Kobe Wilkins. I know Star. Shout out to Star. All right. Star Celebrity Cheesecakes.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Erica. And he said nothing but good things about you. Do you find that a lot of your referrals is based on who you are as a person?
I mean, I believe in building relationships regardless. You know what I mean? I have good relationships with all of my clients. And we may do business in another capacity. You know what I mean? So it's always good. And, one of the things is, that I learned is have good relationships. And your your reputation and your word is like your credit card.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know?
Because just like how I referred you to him, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
Jeff, you got to see him.
Yeah.
That's because you just a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind you coming and...
Star even mentioned that when I noticed at the party, I noticed Star always wore some nice bow ties.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, I got you. You know? And some of the suits he wore, like 2 times, he wore a nice, real nice suit, and I noticed it. He said, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
not even probably been one of the person.
Not even knowing it was you.
Yeah.
So that's probably what he was trying to say, but we was all through the party and stuff. So
we was balling out.
Yeah.
So I like to ask entrepreneurs this question.
Okay.
What are some of your biggest liabilities that in looking at yourself, things that you could say, yo man, I need to improve on this. I can do X, Y, and Z better. Now is when we get to the hard question.
Yeah. What can I do better? And what do I need to work on? Like in business or just in
business?
In business?
Me, I think I'm too nice sometimes.
I think the way I need to convey my messages a little bit better or whatever. You know, certain things where, for example, right? So setting the precedence or setting the standard, right? So, for example, if I'm measuring a guy and the suit comes in where the sleeve may be, we may need to bring up the sleeve or bring in the jacket about 1 inch or something like that. And the guy's looking at me like, yo, this is a custom, like you measured me and you did all these things and, you know, it's supposed to be a custom suit. Why do we need to do alterations? Well, and then I had to learn before I even do all that, I sit everybody down, we talk, we you know, ask him questions and then let him know that a custom suit is a process. You know, and give him examples of, you know, certain things. So that's certain things that because at that point, before I started doing that, he would be like, "Yo, it's a custom suit. Why?" I'm just stuck because I should have said the process. Beforehand.
So that's very important.
Yeah.
Even in the line of businesses that we're in, explaining to the customer what it is that we do, what it is that we offer, and what it is that we expect, and the process of bringing you in and how we're going to execute.
And setting expectations. You know, you have to set the expectations of this is like you said, set them that this is this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C.
Do you find that you bend and cater to black people? Because sometimes we can be a little cheap and we always want more for less. Do you deal with a lot of that? And you know, people wanting bargains and haggling you down and this and that.
Barely.
No.
Yeah, I'm really like, because I learned because what a lot of business that I learned from and how to sell was from like Jewish Russians. And they're like, they don't play no games.
So you got the audience basically, because what we usually do
when
I think of black businesses, that's the first thing I think of is
no. What I'm saying is when I started like getting jobs and being a salesperson at different jobs, and I was working for like one place I worked for was National Merchant Services, which is like credit card processing. So I did that in Brooklyn for like maybe about a year or two. And the owners who were entrepreneurs, I was kind of learning from at the time, but not even knowing that I was learning business. I was learning from them as well. You know what I mean? And so Star gave me a nickname, Jeffowitz, because I won't negotiate on the price. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he called me Jeffowitz. So because
the price is the price.
The price is the price. You know, like I said, I do pick up and drop off service. I know that if anything goes wrong, I'm going to take care of it. I know, I come to your office, I come to your home.
Yeah,
you don't got to go. You don't got to go.
And that's gas.
That's gas. That's this. I got a family too. Kaden don't care if you want a discount. Kaden is 2 years old. She don't, you know what I mean? Like, So
what else do you find that you need to work on?
I need to work on I don't know. I'm trying to work on myself every day. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. I believe in it. I really believe I just need to be a different person from when I woke up to when I lay down.
What do you think are your assets? Like, what are the strong points about Jeff Wells?
That I'm hard headed, and I'm never gonna give up. And I'm on time. I'm on time. I'm an on time guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm never like because
the interview was 7:30. You was here at 7.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Can I come in? Do you mind?
Yeah. And sometimes
okay, no, come on in.
And sometimes it's a bad thing. Like if it's a party and it starts at 8, I'm there at 8.
You mean a party?
Yeah. It's. And I'm like,
for the DJ. You like my wife?
Yo, and I'm like,
listen. Hey,
but I don't mean to do. I just the flyer say 8. I'm gonna be there. I don't know. It's weird. And that's
Tracy be like, no, believe the thing starts at 8. We leave it out of the house at 7.
Yep.
So you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
You're one of the first at the party.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. At least you don't miss none of the party. DJ be plugging in, sound checking, 1 2 1 2. Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, it's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool, man.
You don't want to miss anything. So kind of, talk to me about what it is that you're doing now. Right now with your company, I saw that you got the new. You came in with the new bag. I was like, ooh. Yeah. And it had the gold trimmings. I said, ooh.
Yeah.
And then you were talking to me about, it's funny. So I want you to talk to me about what you're doing now, but also I want you to explain to the people who might not know what different color suits mean, because I know different color suits mean different things and different ties accentuate different meanings. So kind of break that down.
Okay, so, obviously there's some more conservative suits. Mm-hmm. Which are very corporate, very old school, very kind of timeless. What is like a navy blue suit, which could be pinstripe. It could be maybe like a darker blue, or maybe just a regular blue. You have like maybe a gray, which could be like a charcoal gray, which is basically a darker gray, or a gray like this, which is lighter. I have a pinstriped gray suit on. Mm-hmm. So those suits are considered more corporate. It's considered more conservative. But then also have like a burgundy suit. You may find somebody with like a green suit or a linen suit. Linen suits are definitely more in the summertime. Seersucker suits, lighter fabrics, and they breathe better during the summertime. So so it's different suits for different situations. Some may be made out of like a wool silk blend, which is light, but it doesn't wrinkle as much as linen.
How about a wedding suit,
like a tuxedo?
Like if you're going out, for instance, or you a guest at a wedding.
Oh, a guest at a wedding.
Yeah.
Don't wear black. I hate when people they want to do a black suit. They're a guest of a wedding and they want to wear black.
I saw that before. Somebody wearing black. I'm like, black suit.
Yeah.
Wedding.
There's no reason to have a black suit unless you're John Wick. You know what I mean? Unless you're an assassin.
That's true.
So it's like you could have the same effect with a charcoal gray suit, like a darker gray. So let's say, God forbid, you have to go to a wake or something like that. Put a charcoal gray suit on. You can put a black shirt.
Don't even wear a black suit to a wake, to a funeral?
Oh, but you don't need it. You can have a light gray. A darker gray. Put a black shirt.
So why do I buy a black suit from you for?
I mean,
well, some people do it because that's what they think of.
Exactly, yeah.
When somebody passed away, they need to wear black.
Well, there was a couple
because
of black
it's safer.
and white
It's a little bit
safer. To star shit, I wore a black suit.
So it's a little bit safer. And some people do have like black and white events and stuff like that. Yeah. You need if you was like a
but you gotta have a black suit in the closet.
Yeah.
I
have a black suit, but I use it for my fraternity meetings and stuff like that. But not like you know what I mean. But that's it. Like I don't use it for nothing else.
You don't use it for nothing else?
No, I don't.
The black suit. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I got me feeling bad. I might not wear that shit.
Because and I'll be honest with you. Like you got everybody that gets 2 suits from me. They get a blue suit and they get a black suit. Everybody. But then they come back and then they get something different, because you have to get those you have to get those staples.
All right, so keep talking to me about, all right, so don't wear Black suits.
Yeah,
so.
you can wear black suits. I'm just
No,
just
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You
Obviously, I'm
can't
just
wear
teasing.
it. Don't clean it up now.
Yeah,
It's okay, Jeff.
I mean, you know what? I always say that to myself. It's like, do you really have to wear? Because I know that's the tradition. Like, somebody pass away. Do you really have to wear black, or it could just be a darker color?
Yeah, darker color. Maybe like I said, a gray, even this gray right here. If I had this gray on, I had a black shirt, black shoes, black belt, black watch, and black pocket square. Essentially, I have the look I'm going for.
Okay.
Without having on the black suit in the summertime. You know what I mean? Like.
So what kind of tie accentuates that I'm happy?
That I'm happy could be.
Because I heard like different, like your tie, kind of, it explains the day or what it is or the event that you're at or what it is that you're doing. I heard like it's a science to suits and wearing the suits with the ties and the colors and this and that. Different things like if you're accepting an award, opposed to like if you're at the Grammys or the this or the that. It's like,
Malik, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have no idea. I don't know.
So it's whatever you want to wear.
Most of the time it's preference. Okay. It's your vibe. What you got going on? Like,
okay.
How you feel?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, in a job interview, you don't want to wear a tie with like a SpongeBob print on it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, you feel me? Like, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
obviously, but like everything else is they try to make up the rules, but it's not.
So it's no more rules no more.
It's not that serious. Not at that point. You know, if you go to a war ceremony, if you wear a tux. Yeah, tux is definitely more formal. So there are rules. You want the bow tie to match the satin on the lapel. You know, certain things like that.
Okay.
Tuxedo shirt. You know, cufflinks. Your medals match your medals. So if I got a gold watch on, I have different cufflinks. Or my tie bar is gold. You know, so you match your medals. You match your leathers.
Yeah.
Which is if you have a black shoes on, you have a black belt. Brown shoes, brown belt. Burgundy shoes, burgundy belt. And tie. And if you have a leather watch, that leather matches the shoes and the belt.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Match your leathers.
Yeah,
match your medals.
Yeah.
See, I just learned something.
Oh.
It's
stuff like that. But like the ties, I never heard. I mean, maybe it's something I need to research, but I don't do that. I don't do that.
I hear it sometimes too. Like, your tie, it kind of goes with maybe a scenery. Like, let's say you're going to your guest at a wedding, you should be wearing this color.
Yeah.
Or I hear that sometimes the colors is meaningful.
Yeah. But you have to be aware of what the grooms and groomsmen and the bridesmaids are gonna have on. Because if they have on blue, navy blue, you don't want to have on navy blue. Or if they have on gray, you don't want to have on gray. Especially guys' suits. Especially the women. Let their dress be purple. Like the bridesmaids dress is purple, and your girl show up with purple.
Oh, there's gonna be a fight.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
So you need to be conscious of what the wedding party's wearing.
So that may eliminate what you feel is good. You may want to wear purple, but that's not what you're supposed to be wearing at the time. So that doesn't matter.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Because you get your ass whipped. Especially black women don't play that shit. Yeah, you go there wearing the same dress. She gonna have her friends. They gonna mop your shit.
Yeah. And they bridesmaids, so you know they down.
Yeah, the bridesmaids is grinding.
That's true.
Yeah. So listen, a couple of questions for you before we end the show, and I like to ask these questions.
Okay.
So if you could give me, all right, you're on an island, you're all alone. The black genie comes out of the bottle, and you give you one of everything. You're gonna be on this island for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So he says you get one meal. What's that one meal? You're gonna eat this meal every day. What's that one meal you would choose?
It's gonna be steak with some A1 steak sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steak, potatoes, shrimp, and asparagus.
And that's your meal.
That's one.
That you're gonna eat every day.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know that one. I know.
One drink.
One drink on an island?
Yeah.
Need rum.
Rum?
Rum. I want to
You're getting bent.
Yo.
You're gonna be big all through while you're there.
Okay. One dessert.
One
Favorite dessert.
Probably Star Celebrity Cheesecake.
Which one?
The strawberry. I need
The
strawberry.
with
Yeah.
Nice, nice. One record to listen to.
One record. Probably I need Sam Cooke's Greatest Hits.
Wow.
That's what I need.
Powerful.
Okay. Yeah, you a Southern boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Southern. You motherfucker.
You know, yeah. Or like either way, Outkast. Either if it's not that, then like an Outkast album.
No, you get one.
No,
It
I'm
ain't
just
no,
saying,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that. Okay. He's gonna give it to you.
All right.
Outkast. Yeah, he's a Southern boy. Give me one word to describe your journey in the Taylor suits business.
I'll give you 3.
You get one word. One word.
Consistency.
Nice. If you could give me one word to describe your journey as an African American man in the continental USA.
Stressful.
Give me one word to describe Jeff Wells.
That's funny. One word. Legacy.
If today was your last day on the planet, the doctors told you you're not living to see tomorrow, what would you want to be remembered as?
Pioneer in suits. Yeah.
And so if you had anything that you would want to, if you could step out of yourself, no, better yet, if you can go back in time and talk to Jeff 20 years ago, and you was given a sentence, you can only say one sentence to him. What would you say to him?
I'll just tell him to focus. You know, that's one word. I know you said a sentence, but yo, bro, you need to focus. Focus. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. That's
No, I was
it,
thinking
man.
about what I would say to Malik.
you know,
I just got caught for a second. Like, if I could go back, what I would say.
What would you say?
If you could go back,
I would say to him, just do the right thing. Everything's gonna be all right. He was always so worried about the results and how things would turn out. And
just do the right thing and everything will work out.
everything's gonna be all right. Just relax.
I think
What
that's.
would you say?
That's what I've been thinking about that too. What would I say? Something along the lines of what you just said. You're gonna get it. It's gonna be okay. continue your path, stay focused, and it's gonna come back.
Yeah. I think that's what, because I'm 34, I think 20 years from now, that's what I would say to me right now. Like, you know what I mean?
20 years from now?
That's what y'all would see.
I mean, that's a deep,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's a real deep, that's something real deep to even think of. Like,
yeah.
It's probably so much things you would say, but it's just so much.
Yeah.
You're just trying to pick only one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would grab myself by the collar and slap me around a little bit and say, yo, focus. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do.
But you know, you have to, I guess you have to kind of think about it,
and how, you got to think about how that Jeff is going to receive it.
Exactly.
Because see, I know that Malik wouldn't have received that well. He would have got into a fight with this Malik. Like, yo, nigga, you coming back in time and telling me some shit, motherfucker.
But even if you said that, even if it was that?
No, if I tried to do it aggressively.
Oh. I'm just being facetious.
Yeah, but I would just say, like,
yeah.
I know I would have to really be, like, gentle so that the message would get through.
Oh, so you saying that if you
I
said
would
it
just
like
show him
that,
a lot of love, like, yo, man.
so if it was aggressively, it would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not, because I was so...
You won't receive it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so, you know...
Because when you're young, you know everything. You know everything. You've seen it all. You're 20 years old. You got the world by it. No, not for real. You know what I mean? So for you to come back 20 years from, you know what I mean? Yeah, you would have to. You would have to, because that person obviously think they know everything, but they don't. So you would have to, you know, kind of cajole or kind of, you know,
that's really deep,
give it the message in a certain way. Put the medicine in the candy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, listen, man. It's been another great interview, Conversations with Malik. I want you to, featuring Jeff Joes, I want you to tell everybody how they can find you, man. Plug your Instagram stuff. Right, cool. You need to get suits from him, by the way.
So Jeff Wells Jr. on Instagram, at Jeff Wells Jr. and contact at jeffwellsjr.com, and you go to jeffwellsjr.com to set up an appointment. You know, so like I said, I come to your office, to your home, wherever you're at, we'll measure you up and pick out fabrics, and we'll go from there.
Listen, Jeff Wells Legacy, check him out.
That's right.
Another great interview. Remember, we love you. There's nothing you can do about it.
Peace.
Peace.